Good morning. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning now. I'm getting my son off to school in about a half an hour, so to get back. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. I can already feel it. The sun is coming up. It's cooled down quite a bit. Yesterday, I had one of the, I don't know, in a long time. I haven't had a day like that in a long time with the serious chasing energy. That's all I could feel all day long was that just like an urgency, like that overwhelming chasing energy or running energy. I couldn't sit and it kept on coming up. It's like it comes up within. I couldn't sit in it. I couldn't sit in it. I kept on running. I kept on running. I went into Tiberias twice. These, oh, by the way, these I brought just so I could show you. These are the two rings that I found in the Mediterranean when I went. They're really nice. So those are the two rings that I found. I'm not going to wear them. I just put them on because I was going to show them in the video because I talked about them yesterday. Yesterday, I filmed a little bit during the day. I don't know if I'm going to put those videos up. They were kind of desperate and kind of like crying videos, running videos, chasing. And I was talking a little bit about it. Like, I feel like in the one point, on the one part of it, it shows what was kind of like what I was going through and the other part, it's like really bad energy. I also I don't want to be in that energy. So today I feel like it's going to be a really good day. So I'll tell about the story about yesterday. So yesterday I got up in the morning. I thought, I said I was going to get busy. I started getting a box ready for Amazon. That already started going sideways because as soon as I started, Amazon wasn't letting me send the product that I wanted to send. And then my sister called and her daughter forgot her sandwiches and asked me if I could make sandwiches and take them to her school for her. And that was fun. I did that. And then while I was already out, I thought, well, should I go and do something while I'm out? But I didn't. I went straight back home. And then I decided, well, I can't sit in this energy anyway because I started feeling, oh, my twin went live and he was packaging up a package to go to the post office with. Right. So then I started feeling like, oh, the chasing energy, right? Because I was going to go to the post office and then everything went sideways. And so then I made another package for the post office. And then I called him after he finished his live, of course. And I told him that I had made an appointment, and I had made an appointment for like 12:30 to be at the post office. I'm trying to take this ring off. It's already uncomfortable. And I had made an appointment for 12:30, and he was just like, I don't know about all of your plans. I don't know about all of it. And so then that already deterred me, and it sent me into like this. I don't know. It was the chasing energy even started before that. And the thing is that we spent the 2 days before that almost all day together. Also on Saturday and also on Sunday, which was his birthday and my birthday. We spent all day together. So it seems like, it seems like I could have found a place of calm, a place of, I don't know. It's almost like the more time you spend together, the more frenzy it becomes. I don't know how to explain it. And especially since on Saturday, when we were on our way to the Mediterranean, he was talking to me about when he gets into a relationship, how I'm going to take it. And it's like, it should deter me. It should make that energy, kind of, it seems like it would make that energy kind of disperse that energy, the chasing energy, knowing that, you know, he is wanting a different relationship, a romantic relationship. And what am I going to do in that situation? And really just like let go, which is what I'm trying to do. So today, I am hoping for a very productive day. I'm actually going to change my words on that and say today is going to be a very productive day. That feels very different. There's so many different things that I want to do and need to do. There's some graphic design I need to do for my daughter's boyfriend's parents. I need to paint plates for my parents. I mean, that's just in regular work. I still need to design that the cover for my book. And I want to get something on that site that I'm building going ahead. I need to get that problem with the Amazon resolved. See, there's so many things on this day, and I'm good at doing things. I'm good at getting things done when I have mind for it. You know, when I really sit down and do things, I've noticed when I really sit down and do things, I can do like Superwoman. I feel like Superwoman. I could just do like the Energizer Bunny. I am so good at doing when I have my head together. My head is so far up my ass on this twin flame journey crapola. So I'll finish the story of yesterday because I don't know if I'm going to put up those videos as those desperate. Maybe I will. So in the morning, so then I couldn't do anything anyway. So I said, okay, I'm going to go to the post office. That was my original. Oh, so then I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to go to the post office in the morning. I'll go in the afternoon because in the morning it's like if I go at 12:30 in the afternoon, let's say, it already cuts my day in half, and then the rest of my day is already out the door. So I thought to myself, okay, so I'm going to go in the afternoon. So then I call my twin back, right? There's already a rare. Call my twin back. Oh yeah, I'm decided I'm going in the afternoon instead. And he's like, how about you just don't update me and you just do what you want to do, and then everything will work out, how it's supposed to work out naturally. Why don't you just do that? Do what's it? Hey, Rexy. Oh, there's a dog fight over there. Look. Rexy. See, there's Rexy and Lola, and then Rexy was attacking that little tiny doggy. Just like, what for? And then that big doggy's just interested. Rexy, you don't do that. I'm not happy with you. He's looking happy with himself. That was not nice of him. Not nice. Giving him some dirty looks so he knows I'm not satisfied with him. So then I go into town. I go to the post office, and and then I started coming back, and I stopped at the beach on the way back. Maybe I'll add all those crappy videos into the end of this video. That way you'll have like a 4 on it. So it's not straight into garbage. That's what I'll do. I'll add those really weak chasing energy videos at the end of this video, and then you can watch me flipping out all day, right? So then on the way back, I stopped at the beach. But then I'm like, all the time I'm second guessing myself because I need to be at home working, and I have all that pressure of, oh, I didn't have my work done. See, if I just learn that and learn that when I get the work off my table, then all that pressure goes away. That's what, see, I don't do the work because I'm under pressure, but then I'm under pressure because I don't do the work. If I get the work, even if I get like a chunk of it done, at the end of the day, I feel so much better because I have accomplished something. I got something moving. I really want to get that site started moving. My twin does channeling, and he channels the angel. And for my birthday, he channeled a message for me to get that site done by the 16th or 17th, to where I just to do. He didn't say the site. He said some kind of project that I'm working on, that if I get it done, even if it's a Galilee project, that's what he said. Even if it's a Galilee project, and I have a few Galilee projects going on, and I get it done to where all I have to do is press a button by the 16th or 17th, and I'll start seeing good things happening. And I trust him and I believe it. And in any case, I know that belief, it's like a placebo. Belief creates your reality. And if I believe it, then it's true for me. And I believe it. I really do believe it. I've seen magnificent things coming into my world. Yesterday was also a day that I started feeling like I wanted to smoke some marijuana, like big time. It was coming up big time, and I didn't. So I'm really proud of myself because it didn't come really on the table like, oh, let me go smoke. Should I, shouldn't I? But the feeling for it, like the craving started coming up. And I knew that it was the wrong reasons. The craving was coming up because I was in such crappy energy. So then I went to town. On the way back, I stopped at the beach. And I've been at the second guessing myself the whole day. So I stopped at the beach. I went in, I started metal detecting a little bit. And within 10 minutes, I already started feeling like this, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. So I got out and then I went back home. And then by then it was already close to 2. And so I ate. I had made lunch earlier. I had made lunch for my boys, and my boys had gotten home. And so I was with them for a little bit, and I laid down on the couch for about 20 minutes because I was just totally. And then I did a little bit of design work, just a little bit. That's all I did. And I opened up that Wix site, and my son wanted to ride at around 4 either down to the intersection or into town. So I went ahead and took him into town because I needed to take I talked to my accountant. That I did do. I talked to my accountant. My accountant is like the best accountant ever. So just like the sweetest man ever, really. And a good accountant besides that, but a good person. And I don't want to cry. Because I owe him for a few months, and he said that he doesn't want to create any kind of hardship for anybody. He said there's not good he said there's not good vibes in that. There isn't a blessing in that. And he said don't worry about it. Just bring in your paperwork. Don't worry about it. And I only know him for a few months, and he said that he already got to know me, that he knows that I'm a good person, that nothing is on purpose, and he already knows just bring in the paperwork and not to give it a second thought. I don't want to be in the place of like getting charity. I don't want to be in that place. I want to be in a place of strength. I'm calling all of my strength back to me. I really do need to do that aura cleansing. Clean out my energy. Clean out my energy. When I do it, I will make a video of it, but I think I'm going to take some time where I actually just shut myself out from the outside world, turn off my phone, even if it's just for a few hours, go into nature and do a aura energy cleansing, and really just sit down, maybe make a fire and do some symbolic work and really cleanse myself out. I feel like there's also um, old energy still holding on to me. People from the past that are still holding on to me. And I want to release them too, and also get their energy out of me, but also release them from that, because it's not nice. It's not nice for them. I see how I am, and when I hang on to people and release myself from hanging on to people. And I'm really learning. I'm really learning. Ugh. So then yesterday at 4:30, I took him back into town. I went and took my paperwork to the accountant. I went and got some notebooks that the kids were missing. And then I called my twin, because in the morning when I talked to him, asked him, I told him in the evening maybe we'll go somewhere. And then I called my twin. And he said that he was already in town and that he was on his way to the hot springs, which I had told him in the morning we would go to the hot springs. So I told him, okay, so let's go together because I'm already in town. He said, no, we'll meet there. Afterwards, I realized that he did go to the post office in the afternoon if I had done my day without all that chasing freaking energy. That is exactly how my day would have worked out. I mean, it makes the most sense, right? Do your work in the morning, in the afternoon, before you go out to play, you go to the post office, you send off your things, you do what you need to do in town, and then you go to the hot springs. That's how, when I settled my mind, I had planned it out, but then I did all that freaking chasing crap. And so then I started feeling like, oh, you missed out. You missed out. Look, you missed out because you were in the chasing energy. Whenever you're in the chasing energy, you miss out, because your life also doesn't work out. And, I didn't get all the work done that I wanted to get done. Everything was all mumbo jumbo all day long. Just crappy mumbo jumbo and running here, running there. I'm not getting anything done. I mean, I got a whole bunch accomplished. Like I made food for the kids. I straightened up. I did my dishes. I took my niece some food to school. I got a package sent. I got the school supplies in the end. So there are things that I did get done, but my day, I didn't get nearly as much as I wanted to get accomplished done, right? And I didn't get my big projects moving, and I didn't do anything like that I had on my plate that I could have gotten done. Like I could have gotten that logo done, that graphic work done. I could have gone and painted some plates. And that is income for time. I wasted that time. And that is just, it's like backup income that I can do, and I didn't get that done. That was like, so I did end up going, and I went to the hot springs. And when I got there, he wasn't there yet, but another mutual friend of ours was there, a woman that I realized that they set up to meet there, right? And so, and I feel like that I'm kind of like a buffer for my twin, because he like I'm a buffer, like they're friends, but he didn't want that alone time. So I'm kind of like, if I come in there, I'm a buffer. And anyway, so it wasn't. And then I found, then he like said how he had gone to the post office in the afternoon, and then he went out to eat, and then he came. And I was thinking, if I would have planned my day, and this is the chasing energy. See, you learn afterwards. Every single time afterwards, I learn what I missed out on. It's like you had a treat and you missed out on the treat, right? It I know it sounds silly and funky, but I see how it works. And that's how this whole twin flame journey, at least with me, is working out. I can say at least that I have contact with my twin. I should, at the end of, I have contact with him, and I'm grateful for that. I really am. I am in so much appreciation for that. And the lessons that I'm getting are so close together. It's like I get a lesson day after day after day. Now, on other twin flame journeys that I see other people having twin flame journeys, they're a lot of people are doing spite work, like, oh, you're not paying attention to me, because I realize that he's also doing his work, and that these are things that have to happen gradually. You can't go from here to there immediately. There has to be some kind of gradual ease into it. So I think that all of the spite is just, is blaming somebody for something. It's blaming him for not being where I want him to be. But he also, he could very exactly along the same lines, he could blame me for not being where he wants me to be. And that is just, it's backwards, because it goes against itself, right? Because the only thing that I can do with him is embrace where he is and allow him the space to do his own self work. Me doing spite work, like saying, okay, well, if you're not going to give me the full 9 yards, then I'm just going to push you away and until you're ready. It doesn't, it changes the energy into like a standoff. And then there is no yearning to come towards me. There is no, it's like, okay, you're an asshole. And so then he's like, well, you're an asshole. And then there's no, there's no work. There's no gradual work. So in the coming together, pushing apart, coming together, pushing apart, but all with ease and with, what is the word that compassion and empathy towards the other person. I do get upset. I do get mad. Like yesterday, I got super frustrated. Like, dude, you could have just told me. You could have just told me, like, dude, and that would have calmed me down on the spot. And I would have gone into pure focus. If he would have set up with me in the morning, okay, well, listen, let's set up that we meet but at the same time, that's not allowing me to do my self work. That's me being dangling off of him. So that is creating a dependency, right? I need to find that calm within myself. I'm getting the messages. I know what the messages are. Like on the one hand, I say, okay, if he would have set up with me that we'll meet at the post office at 4, and then we'll do the things together, and then we'll go out to eat, and then we'll go to the hot springs, then he would have set up my day for me, and that would have created dependency on him, right? With me getting lost all day and going back and forth and flipping and doing all the lessons and all the self work, I see the lessons in it. And I know that he's guiding me. I know because he's a stinker. He's a stinker. He's a stinker. He does it on purpose. And I know he does it on purpose. And so with him, not telling me and me sending me into a frenzy all day long is a lesson to me for next time. I'm not going to fall into that same old. I might fall into it again, but it's like those Venus fly traps that you start getting in, and you start, the flies, they fall in, and then there's this gunk in there, and then they can't get out. They keep on trying to get out, but they're already in the trap. Once you're in the trap, it's like a slippery slope down to the bottom. So once you fall into like the Venus flytrap, that's it. You're in it. And then that energy was all day long. I was spiraling. All day long, I was freaking spiraling around my own. Ooh. But that teaches me. And see, talking this out really helps me get the lesson too. I realize what the lesson was. The lesson is that I have to find the calm within myself. I have to find the place in myself that is not dependent on him. It's just like he told me on the phone yesterday when I called him the second time flipping out. He said, you just do what you want to do and see how the things, and you don't have to tell me, and see how the things work out perfectly, right? Had I not been in that freaking chasing mode, which I don't know how much control I have over that anyway, I think that you have to go through a certain amount of that chase work in order to get totally sick of yourself. It's almost like you look in the mirror and you're like, what was that all about? You're sick of that energy. It's like that chasing energy is ugh. So you get so sick of yourself that you can't even stand yourself anymore. And then I need to get back and get my son out to work. It's already getting close to 7:30, I'm sure, and his bus is at 8. I got him up before I left the house. He didn't get out of the bed, but he was pure awake. And he said, no, I need a few minutes. And I told him, listen, to your responsibility. So here, he's calling me while I'm talking. So thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and add on those other videos to the end of this video. So if you keep watching from this point, then you'll see my flip out session yesterday. Okay. Oh, and at the end, then my twin, when we went out to the car, I said to him, what do I do with this energy when it arises? And he knew exactly what I was talking about. Because I told him earlier I had a rough day. And he said, it's all in your mind. It's all in your perspective. As long as you have food, a fridge full of food, and I do. My fridge is like full of food now. If you have a fridge full of food, then you're okay. Everything else is just in your mind. And it just calmed me right down. That he said to me before we went to the hot springs. And then at the hot springs, when we went out to the car, I asked him, what do I do with that energy? What do I do? And he said, just put things into perspective and into proportions. And, it's not easy to hear because when you're flipping, it's difficult to hear that, but it's true. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. And if you want to keep watching, you can watch me flipping out yesterday. So kind of... Okay, so thank you for watching. Good morning. It's a good day today. So I'm having this freaking chasing energy come up again this morning, big time. I had all these plans for this morning. I was going to get a box out to Amazon. That's what I'm on my way to do now. But it started going sideways, like the product that I wanted to send, there was something going on with the listing and I couldn't do it. And then my sister also called, and that was something that was fun, that I was glad that I was able to be there for her. My sister's daughter started learning here in a school that's not too far where my kids went, down here in Guinosal. And she forgot her lunch, and my sister lives kind of far. So I made her a lunch and took it to her to school. But in the middle of all of this, I started feeling like this chasing energy come up again with my twin, even though we spent like the last 2 days together all day. And so what the F? Like what? Why? And so then he went on live on Facebook, and I made an appointment to go to the post office, and he went on live onto Facebook and was making a package for the post office. So of course I called him to tell him what time I had an appointment for the post office. And then everything just started going sideways. Started feeling like that, like he said, well, listen, I want to get a lot done today. I don't know about all this. I don't know about making plans or anything. And then I started feeling like everything started going sideways. And then I started feeling like when we hung up, I felt like crap that I had even called him about it. And then, but why? Why would I feel like that? These emotions that are coming up are like, I wish, I want all of these kinds of emotions that are all over the place to just kind of go away. I'm sick of it. I just want to be calm in myself. And so then I was cooking. I was trying to get everything done. I have paperwork for the accountant. I tried to call my accountant because I owe him already for a few months. And I owe some taxes. And he wrote me an email. So I tried to call him and he didn't answer. And then I started feeling like, well, the package that I do have ready isn't urgent, so maybe I won't go to the post office because it cuts my day in half. And I started overthinking it and overprocessing it and feeling like crap. Why did I call my twin? Why did I, all of this self crap. So then I decided, okay, well then I'm not going to go to the post office this morning. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to do work, and maybe I'll go to the post office in the afternoon. And so then I called my twin back. I'm like, okay, I decided I'm not going to the... He said, why don't you just do what you're going to do? You don't have to update me on anything. And then when we do meet, it works out, in perfect timing. Instead of trying to, in other words, he was saying, why are you pulling all this crap? And he was right. And so then I felt like crap that I called him a second time. But then already I felt like, okay, had he not gone live this morning, I would have been at the post office at the time that I have an appointment. And everything started going sideways, like for what? I already had like a plan, and then I started feeling like I can't sit in my work anyway. I'm starting to feel like this energy come up in me that I feel like I have to run, right? I feel like I have to run. I just can't sit in it. It's not like I would sit home and everything would be all productive anyway. So then I decided, well, I'm just going to get dressed. I'm going to go to the post office like I had planned. I didn't call my twin to re-update him about my new plans because, what is all of this? I'm so sick of it. And it's like this feeling that comes up in your chest. I'm so sick of it. How much more of this? I thought I was over this. I thought that all of this bullcrap was gone already. I'm sick of it. So I decided, in any case, I'm going to do something productive today. I'm going to go send that package. Okay, so it's not urgent, but still, I'm going to see if my accountant calls me back. If not, I'll just go into his office and see if I can catch him in there. I have all my paperwork ready. I'll go to the beach or something for a little while, and then I'll get back home, and maybe then I'll be centered to get some other work done that I want to get done. I want to finish. I said last week that I'm going to get my book out. I still didn't design the cover. I think I'm procrastinating around that because I don't know exactly how I want it to look. Maybe all things just come together as they come together and as they're supposed to come together. Like, that's the genius of it all. But I still feel like I'm just wasting my time. I'm wasting my time and energy and efforts. And I'm not making a living like I should. And instead, I'm just running around all the time because I can't concentrate on anything. And then I get down on myself for, why are you telling yourself that story? You're doing the best you can. I'm tired of feeling crappy. I used to be such a happy person, it seemed like. Most of the time I am a happy person. I am a happy person. That's probably why I feel so crappy when I feel crappy, is because it's so out of tune with who I am. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. And I'm driving without insurance. Tired of this. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, so I finished at the post office and now I came here to the beach. I just want to show you the beach that I'm at. It's one of these beaches on the way out of Tiberias back to my house. And I decided I'm going to stop for a minute and get in with my metal detector and my weights and just do a little bit of diving. I feel like I know I need to get home and get some work done, but I was talking also yesterday, one of the things that my twin has taught me is that a lot of times your income doesn't have to do directly with your, I mean, it does and it doesn't, but directly with the amount of effort that you put in or what exactly it is that you do. If you're in the right vibe, then your what is coming to you comes. And I feel a little bit like, I know that I've been in this day, for some reason, I've been in this funky energy. And I know that if I get home, well, if I say it, for sure it's going to be. But in any case, I decided to stop here, put on my weights, get out my metal detector, and go into the beach for a little while and see if there's anything here that's interesting. So that's where I'm at. So I'm on my way back from the hot springs. I met my twin there. The hardest thing about this whole thing is I can understand that it's for my own rising. And I can understand, like, all day today has been like a really super difficult day for me. I've been in this freaking chasing energy from the morning. And I realized it. I realized it from the morning and I couldn't get myself out of it. And this day has just been crappy. Just crappy. I feel like I'm making a fool out of myself too. And I'm not learning my lessons. It's like I'm not learning my lessons, but still it's like there's nothing else I can do. I just feel so crappy. And the whole thing about this twin flame journey is that part of the time when you're like flipping out, like, I know that I need to go through this to overcome my weaknesses and whatever, but half the time I feel like I might be going crazy. Like, sometimes it's like, am I imagining things? Am I like making up stories? And I can see that whether I am or whether I'm not is irrelevant. Because I can see the rising and I know that there's questions like that in it and I know all of that. But still, when you're going through it, it's like, the freaking chasing energy is driving me crazy. There's somebody in the car next to me. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. So tired of it. There's times that I feel like I wish I never met him. All these ups and downs and ups and downs. I'll show you where I'm at. I'm gonna go get in the wash off the hot springs in the Sea of Galilee. This is where I am. Somebody sitting in that car. And the Sea of Galilee is behind me. I don't learn my lessons. This morning, I've just been on this chasing mode all day. Just freaking freak. Couldn't get concentration even for a minute. Couldn't concentrate on crap. Didn't get hardly anything done. Running back and forth and back and forth. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of it.